My name is Loesing, and I've been working in ergonomics since about 2006. I have an extensive background in physical therapy, and that helped me segue into the field of office ergonomics. In many of the clinics that I worked, I kept seeing a repeated pattern of wrist and shoulder issues, and I was like, well, why are all these people getting hurt in an office? So with about 90% of the workforce that work with computers, I knew I had found my calling. I've worked at some of the most beautiful offices in LA. I worked for top executives at Sony and Disney and NBC. I've also worked at county offices, which weren't so beautiful. But the one thing that these completely opposite offices had in common was that they needed my help. I can't tell you how many times I've been to offices where people didn't even look to see how to adjust their chairs. They sat down and they went to work. And this is where the one size does not fit all comes into play. Let's say Patty at 5'2" is getting ready to sit at John's old desk, who is 6 feet. I'm obviously going to make a lot of adjustments to make Patty comfortable. So the first thing I would do is I would go to Patty's desk and I would check her chair, see if she's comfortable. I would make sure she has the lumbar support, that her legs are supported, and I would show her these features on the chair if she didn't know how to use them previously. I would also check the keyboard and mouse placement and make sure that they were close and she wasn't overreaching. And I would also check the monitor height to see that she's not straining her neck. The majority of the time, I can help people reduce their symptoms right on the spot by just tweaking a little bit of their equipment and maybe a little bit of education. Now that you've got a little bit of insight on how I perform an ergonomic evaluation, let me demonstrate with my client today, Matt. Show me the posture that you like to be in. Do you like to be in a little bit of recline, or you prefer to be straight up?
I kind of like to be straight up, but I like to be able to recline when I want to. But I like a little resistance.
All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lock this to where you can only go back just a little bit.
There we go. That's better.
Okay. All right. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring this up because you're obviously taller than the last person that was here. So go ahead and scoot back.
Okay.
And stand up for me if you would.
Sure.
This is where you adjust the height.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to just pick this up, push it up, and we're going to see if your legs are level at 90 degrees.
That feels better.
Okay?
Right.
And then cruise on in. So now this desk is way too high for your sitting. So you want to always lean against the chair. So if you feel like you're not using the backrest, you're going to move your chair closer as opposed to your body.
Okay.
All right, so your arms want to be like at 90 degrees, so we're going to go up just a little bit more.
Okay.
And then we need to bring this way closer.
So I'm not reaching.
So you're not reaching. Okay, there you go. This chair has great armrests that completely adjust. So what you want to do is you want to have the armrest exactly the same height. You just lift this lever.
Okay.
And you're going to put them the exact height as the desktop.
Yeah.
So that your shoulder's not hiked and that it's even with the desk.
Yeah, that's comfortable.
Okay. So I think what we're doing is that you have the monitor too far away. It's generally an arm's length away. So let's go ahead and just move the monitor closer, and that'll probably cure you from leaning forward, because then you'd be on top of it.
Sure. Yeah, now that doesn't really flick. I have to get in so far.
Right. And you always want to stay in the back of the chair because that's your support.
Yeah. So Karen, another thing I notice is after looking at a screen for, 4, 5, 6 hours a day at least, I get a significant amount of eye strain.
Okay.
Which gives me headaches, or I'm squinting, or just get, some twitches. It strains my eyes.
Okay. Well, there's a 20-20-20 rule. So the 20-20 rule is that you're fortunate enough to where you have a window right here.
Sure.
So preferably you want to have natural light. So you want to look out the window every 20 minutes for at least 20 seconds.
Okay.
And at least 20 feet away, which is obviously easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
The thing you don't want to do is take that 20 seconds away from your monitor and look at your iPhone. Mm-hmm. Just saying. Okay. Another thing that you can do when you're standing is you can prop one foot up.
Oh, okay.
On that, and that kind of takes the pressure off your back.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
So that feels good.
Switch, yeah.
Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So you only want to stand maybe 10-20 minutes. That's about it. Then you'll sit down for the rest of the time, maybe 30-40 minutes, maybe take a break, walk around, and then you can go back to your sitting posture.
Sure.
But this is a great way to break it up, the fact that you have this desk, and I think you'll be more comfortable. Do you have any questions?
No, I can see it feels better already. Thank you.
Okay.